Alchemy is not just about transformation. Alchemy is also about balance. When two things need to be combined so that they can be transformed, they must first be balanced. Alchemy starts with balance. Inner alchemy starts with the balance of the mind. It is this balancing of the mind that makes the self whole. The balance of the mind is between science and faith, between the intellect and the unknown. The balance you have in your mind between science and faith will define what you deem to be real and what you think possible. Science and faith, at their core, are the same. Science is not solid, it's fluid. Science comes from facts, theories, and is constantly evolving. Faith is the same. It is not set, it evolves. Faith comes from beliefs and truths and is relative. How do you balance your mind? Everyone has to do that for themselves and by themselves. Start with language and interpretation. It has to do with how you speak to yourself, and how you interpret things from your own personal perspective. The language, the terms, and the conditions you label, and the way you label things as good or bad, right or wrong, are from your particular point of view. These terms and conditions have sway on your language and your mind. Your language is how you interpret what is real and what is not. It is how you interpret your reality. You are interpreting your reality through your ego. Your ego will only allow the experience that it is comfortable with. Your ego will dictate your perspective, and your ego will dictate what kind of experience you have. Your ego is in charge of your mind. When you can pull your ego out of the way and use a balanced mind, you can start to alchemize yourself. You can transform yourself. Your higher self is with you all the time. You interpret things not as good or bad or right or wrong. You can start to see them as light or dense or negative or positive. There is a quote by Carl Jung. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. Remember this as you interact with others. If you react, you cause transformation. How are you reacting? And can you respond instead of react? Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Your intention produces karma. Your action puts that karma in motion. When you respond instead of react, the interaction becomes more about the contact of the two personalities and finding balance, which leads to a balanced contact of personal energy. When you react, no matter the intention, transformation happens. Karma is produced because the contact of personal energy is not balanced. One person is drained of energy, the other is whole. This is the alchemy of karma. A self that is balanced has no need of the energy of others. An unbalanced self needs the energy of others. A self that is balanced has no need for validation. An unbalanced self needs to be seen. A self that is balanced can speak truth. An unbalanced self has to find truth. A self that is balanced can perceive objectively. An unbalanced self perceives through ego. A self that is balanced loves their ego. An unbalanced self will deny they have one. A self that is balanced practices unconditional love. An unbalanced self still perceives love as an emotion. Inner alchemy is all about balance. You will only perceive or experience what your ego will allow. You will only be able to do what you believe you can do. You operate from ego out of survival. Your ego forgot that you are here to thrive, not just survive. Alchemy is about combining things so that they can be transformed. Things should be whole before they are combined so that the transformation is optimal. Balance your mind and combine your ego with your higher self. Alchemize yourself into a new, balanced version of you.